Whatever you say.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Orange County Industrial Development Agency meeting. This is a special board meeting, and I would ask our CEO and President, Bill, to do the roll call, please.
Sure. Jeff Christ.
Here.
Dean Tamburri.
Here.
Linda Muller.
Here.
Dr. Vincent Oda.
Yeah.
Okay, four of our four board members are here. Excused absences for Giovanni Palladino, Susan Walski, and Mark Green. And also we have myself, Bill Fioravanti, Kelly Riley, and Marty Boras as staff. We have our AV, Acquisition Marketing, and we have two guests from Anshin, our state monitor, Anthony Bracco, and Lisa Coughlin. Coughlin.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Did I get everybody?
I believe so.
Okay, great, terrific.
Thank you, Bill.
Attendance.
And we do have a proof of notice for the meeting that's in our packet, announcing this meeting. And we have an agenda before us, and there's new business we need to address. This is Newburgh 139 LLC, Crossroads Court Real Estate LLC. And I'll ask our counsel, Gene Everett, to review that document, please. Hi, Gene.
Hi. So what you have before you do is really kind of a housekeeping exercise. There is no new financial assistance. There's no modification to the project. What has happened is the owner who succeeded to the original approved company in 2021, the owner is refinancing. And its lender is, which is very typical, asking that the gets assurances the lender gets assurances that any material contracts that, affect the loan or the ability to repay the loan, that the other contractual party certify that to its knowledge there are no events of default under the related documents. So this is a very common request. Often you'll see them here, it's because of the pilot, but a lot of times, when landlords refinance commercial buildings, they'll get estoppel certificates from tenants and vice versa. So very common request. We have negotiated the form. The agency has verified, made inquiry to confirm the factual statements. They are to the best of knowledge of the agency. And the pilot agreement, its term expires in December of 2027. There's no request to modify the existing, as I said, financial assistance, the term of the pilot, or the terms or conditions of the pilot. There is an acknowledgement, which is kind of an abundance of caution acknowledgement that the lender has asked for, that the ability which was approved in 2021 in connection with this company's acquisition of the property and assumption of the financial assistance arrangements, that in the event of a foreclosure, provided that the successor in title can, agrees to assume the terms of the various agency documents and is in a position to comply with them, that successor would be able to step into the shoes of the company. Again, a very common provision for lenders, and one that was specifically approved already in 2021. And I don't know if anybody has any questions, but this is a relatively common and pro forma request.
Questions, board? I might just ask, Gene, does it talk about the name of the new lender in this document? Or is that something we don't need to know?
It's the Bank of Montreal.
Oh, right at the top, okay. Mm-hmm.
And
And Gene, do you know anything, I had given you a call, I appreciate you getting right back to me. So, but the loan amount, they're just refinancing it, or is it another, I mean, it doesn't affect the IDA and with another, they're asking for additional monies, or you had said that the agreement's just about finished
No.
anyway with the IDA?
It does not affect the IDA. They're not asking for mortgage recording tax exemption. All they're asking for is confirmation that the existing financial assistance, which is the pilot, remains in effect.
Okay, I'm good.
Yes.
Doc?
I just wanted to find out, if IDA cannot do it, do they have alternative to this, where they can get through, if we don't do it?
And it's possible if the IDA refuses to give the estoppel certifications, that the lender would be unwilling to refinance. It's difficult to predict, but, certainly it was significant. Getting this document was significant enough to them that they, they say that they delayed their closing for a couple of weeks to allow negotiation and board approval.
Mhm.
So, what the lender is concerned about is that the borrower is in a position to repay the debt, and a consideration for that is what are the real property taxes going to be? And so, it is reasonable for the lender to want to make sure that the pilot, that you don't know of any defaults under the agreements which would interrupt or result in a termination of the pilot arrangement. And as I said, the original term is the pilot expires in December of 2027, and that is not changing.
Linda?
I wasn't around when this was first approved, so the provisions under the approval have not changed. There's no technical or other issues revolving around how the original approval was made by the IDA, is that correct?
That's correct.
And I will just add kind of to that question that the way this administration has been and what I observed before, that is in the case like this project, we actually did an assignment, meaning they sold the hotel, but we assigned the same benefits to the new owner. And the way the board heard it and decided was that if they were going to complete what the community benefits were pledged to, the permanent jobs, the construction jobs are done, then we would continue, hold up our end of the bargain. So I think it's similar. This is just a refinancing, but again, when these benefits were assigned, that's how we looked at it was, are you going to hold up your end of the bargain? Okay, then we'll continue, even though you're making this change, we'll hold up ours.
So the date of the new financing will have no effect on the terms and the conditions that were originally agreed to?
Correct.
Any other questions, board? I would suggest we consider a vote, and Gene, it probably should be a roll call vote.
Great. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'll do so. Jeff Christ?
We need a motion.
Oh, we need a motion
Yeah.
first, don't we? Need a second.
I like your speed here.
And I'm
Would
trying
anyone
to-
care to make a motion
I promise this will be
to
7 minutes. I'm long, so.
adopt this agreement that's presented to us? If that should have any particular wording, let us know, Gene.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, would anyone care to make that motion?
I'll be happy to make the
By
motion.
Linda Muller, second to that motion. Dean, thank you. And roll call
Ready?
vote,
Okay,
please.
Jeff Christ.
Aye. In
Dean
favor?
Tamburri.
Yes.
Dr. Vincent Odock.
Yes.
Linda Muller.
Aye.
4 ayes. Motion carries.
Motion carries, very good. Any other things we need to address related to this agreement, Gene?
No? Thank you.
Thanks for all your help, Gene. Much appreciated.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I think that wraps up the business of this special meeting, and I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Dean,
Second.
second by Linda. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Meeting adjourned. Thank you for being here.
Great. Thanks again.